The iconic scene of Dexter throwing a body from a boat into a harbor concludes Dexter, Resurrection Episode 10, and Justice for All, capping up the incredible first season of the franchise's third expansion series. When the seemingly hurried killing of Miami Metro Captain Angel Batista in Dexter, Resurrection Episode 9 seemed to be the last straw, the season finale pulls off a stunning and satisfying turnaround. In order to ensure that the NYPD locates Prater's shrine, Harrison and Dexter collaborate to eliminate him. However, they are unable to locate his body. The Season 1 finale of Dexter, Resurrection exhibits expert-level attention to detail. It was a chillingly excellent idea to have Brian Moser's dark passenger reappear while Dexter was in Prater's vault grieving over Batista. True Dexter gold was the slow camera pan that showed Brian in the background exclaiming, "Oops, you did it again," while sporting his trademark red-collared shirt. Dexter's talk with Brian allows him to feel sorry for Batista despite his own guilt. In reference to the argument between Harry and Brian at the conclusion of Original Sin, R.I.P., Brian informs him that the only reason he's upset about Batista is because he's listening to his fake dad, Harry. Despite Brian's unnecessary Batista sashimi statement, the finale pays tribute to Batista's passing in a manner that Episode 9 was unable to, and it also makes him a crucial component of Dexter's escape from Prater's home. Is typical Dexter, cunning and nasty. In order to escape Prater's vault, Dexter is forced to rely on Harrison, who is turning out to be surprisingly well-adjusted overall. The exciting sequence in which Dexter instructs Harrison to enter the 8-digit code, which is actually the inmate number of Cooper Morris, the murderer of Prater's parents, was taken from an action heist film. Dexter is ultimately saved by Harrison's devotion to his father. Thankfully, Dinklage and Thurman have been excellent throughout the entire season, even the conclusion, as they could have simply been well-known actors hired to promote the show. While Prater was justifiably slain for killing Batista, Thurman's Charlie finds her own freedom from Prater after learning that he had a secret file on her. Wallace's dancing performance to Staying Alive was the cherry on top of the first season finale of Dexter, Resurrection. Naturally, at Prater's gala, chaos ensues the instant she lets go. It was one of two fantastic musical references in the episode, the other being Scrounge's Badum, when Dexter utilized the same elevator he had used to meet Prater's Kill Club in Resurrection Episode 4 to enter Prater's penthouse and save Harrison. Prater was dishonored just before his death by Dexter depriving him of his blood slip. Prater would have felt honored to be remembered and counted among the victims of the Bay Harbor Butcher, for whatever reason. Dexter was just concerned with removing the rubbish that killed Batista. He had no desire to honor Prater or use him as a trophy. Dexter seems to be in a relatively good place to end the first season, even though at certain times in the Dexter, Resurrection finale it seemed like both Dexter and Harrison were going to die soon. In Dexter, Resurrection Season 2, there are numerous files of known serial killers, including Eric Stonestreet's Rapunzel killer Al, which suggests that Dexter is going on a few road trips. Nevertheless, the motif of Dexter's loved ones dying as a result of his deeds is still very much present, if the first season finale of Dexter, Resurrection is any indication. That list is steadily getting smaller with Batista, Rita, Brian, Deb, and a number of other Miami Metro co-workers no longer there, which makes Harrison a prime target in Season 2. Dexter's life will always be in jeopardy as long as Harrison is at his side. Although Charlie informed her mother that she was returning to Amherst, probably in Massachusetts, considering she is a Harvard Law graduate, it would be wonderful if she could somehow make a comeback next season. She is simply too wonderful a character for the show to let rid of, and she might even turn into an ally of Dexter, who in Season 2 is probably going to attack Elle first. Since Wallace's discovery of Prater's New York Ripper file, which turned out to be that of a man named Don Frampt, essentially concluded their storyline, it is unknown if NYPD detectives Wallace and Oliva will make a comeback in Season 2. Any fan speculations that the Ripper was blessing Oliva or even Kamara appear to be refuted by this. We might never learn Don Frampt's identity unless Resurrection is set in New York City once more. Dexter and Harrison may have parted ways for a while as Dexter pursues his new hit list, which could explain why Dexter, Resurrection remains in New York City in Season 2. With plans to attend college and a new girlfriend, Harrison is settling into life in New York City, and Dexter might not want to ruin that. Nevertheless, Dex would have undoubtedly been captured or killed in the Dexter, Resurrection conclusion if he hadn't had a sidekick. In Season 2, Charlie or a few other new characters might fill in here.